You remember that guy from the gym? She asked. Her voice was low, deliberate, eyes locked on her folded hands. The air between us thickened, heavy enough to taste. My pulse kicked up, but I kept still, pretending I didn't feel the tension swelling like a storm between us. I set down my coffee cup. What about him? Her gaze flickered to mine for a heartbeat before sliding away. It's not what you think, she said, and of course, that's what people always say when it's exactly what you think. Something cold and heavy settled deep in my gut. Then what is it, Claire? She opened her mouth, closed it again, drew in a shaky breath. The sunlight spilling through the kitchen window carved pale lines across her face, beautiful but distant. We've been talking, she said finally. I laughed, too sharp, too hollow. Talking? Yes, she whispered. Talking. My fingers tightened around the mug. About what? Life. Just life things. He's been helping me. Helping you with what? She brushed her hair from her face, hesitating. You wouldn't understand. That was it. I didn't need details. I already knew. The kind of knowing that doesn't come with proof, only a weight in your bones. You're seeing him, I said. Her eyes filled instantly. No, it's not like that. Then what is it? My voice barely rose, but it carried all the hurt in the world. She swallowed. He listens to me. That cut deeper than any confession of a physical affair. I stood and turned toward the window. Outside, life went on, a neighbor mowing his lawn, a kid pedaling by, the world unshaken. Everything normal except me. How long? I asked quietly. Since last month, she said. At first it was just small talk at the gym. Then we started texting. Texting. I repeated, the word hitting like a brick to the chest. And deleting them too, right? She didn't answer. She didn't have to. Why, Claire? Tears welled. I don't know. I was lonely. You've been working all the time. Don't. I snapped, voice trembling. Don't make this about me. She flinched. Silence filled the room again. I didn't plan for it, she whispered. No one ever does. I paced the tile floor, mind spinning, images flashing, her laughing at her phone, her sudden late nights, her newfound devotion to fitness after years of indifference. All the signs I dismissed as nothing. I trusted her completely. Maybe that was my mistake. What's his name? I asked. Ryan. Ryan. The same guy I'd nodded to a few times at the gym. Too friendly, too confident. The one she once called motivated. My stomach twisted. Did you sleep with him? Her silence stretched long enough to answer everything. Claire, I said, barely audible. Just tell me the truth. Tears streaked her face. It only happened once. Once. As if that word could contain the destruction. I gripped the counter for balance, mind clawing for a version of the truth that hurt less. There wasn't one. Where? At his place. I shut my eyes. When? Last Friday. Last Friday, when I'd been at my parents' house fixing the gutter. She'd said she had a late yoga class. I'd texted her goodnight, and she'd sent a heart emoji. Now it felt obscene. I looked at her, the woman I'd built my entire world around, and she couldn't even meet my eyes. Do you love him? No, she said too quickly. God, no. It was a mistake. Then, why do you look like you're grieving something? Her face faltered. I'm not, she whispered, but her voice cracked. I sank back into the chair, hands trembling. How long were you planning to keep this from me? I wasn't. That's why I'm telling you now. Out of guilt, I said flatly. Not honesty. Her shoulders sagged. The silence stretched again, the clock ticking, the fridge humming, kids shouting somewhere outside. The world moved on, cruelly indifferent. Finally, she whispered. I ended it. I swear. I told him we can't talk anymore. I studied her face, wondering if I'd ever know when she was lying again. And he just accepted that? Her silence gave me my answer. You still see him, I said. At the gym, she said quickly. But it's not like that anymore. It's just awkward. Then stop going. She hesitated. It's not that simple. I laughed bitterly. It's exactly that simple. Her expression shifted, shame, anger, defiance all tangled together. You can't control everything I do, Ethan. I can't control anything, I said quietly. You made sure of that. The rest of the day blurred. I didn't shout, didn't break anything. I just moved through the motions like a ghost watching someone else's life fall apart. She cried upstairs. I sat downstairs pretending to work. That night, I couldn't sleep. Around midnight, I stepped into the hall. The faint glow of her phone lit the room. She was sitting on the bed, staring at a message. I didn't need to see the name. I turned away before she noticed. By morning, I'd packed a bag. She met me in the kitchen, eyes swollen. Where are you going? To breathe. Ethan, please, don't throw everything away over one mistake. One mistake, I said softly. You threw it away the moment you let him touch you. She broke down. I'll do anything. Therapy. I'll quit the gym. I'll block his number. You said you ended it. I interrupted. Why would you need to block him? The realization dawned too late on her face. I picked up my bag. Goodbye, Claire. I walked out before she could speak. Outside, dawn was breaking, painting the street in muted gold. I sat in the car for a long time, watching sunlight crawl across the dashboard. My wedding ring caught the light, once a symbol of forever, now a reminder of everything broken. I thought about taking it off. I didn't. I just stared at it, feeling how something meant to promise love could feel like a chain to a past I no longer trusted. As I drove away, I realized betrayal doesn't shatter you in one moment. It erodes you slowly, memory by memory, until even the happiest ones start to decay. And the cruelest truth of all, even after everything, was that part of me still loved her.